sprained my ankle. I'm gonna have to like take this off and put my sock on properly. This is the brace. Yesterday, I was walking down my driveway and our house is on a hill and it had just snowed and rained and I slipped and like, I'll try to recreate it. I slipped and all my weight went here while my ankle was bent like that. And I hit the ground and it wasn't immediately in pain, but it was one of those like, I know I'm in shock and I know this is gonna hurt. So I'm like crawling on my knees up an icy hill, digging my fingers in the snow back to the door, trying to call my parents, but there's water on my phone so it won't swipe up. But then I get to the front steps, wipe off my phone, call my dad. And I'm like, hey dad, can you come to the front steps? I think I broke my foot. And he's like, oh, yep, I'll be right there. So he comes and helps me in. Dude, it's so easy. I had this realization when I got in my car crash last year too. It's like, we are so close all of the time to hurting ourselves, breaking ourselves, dying. And it's funny because I have to like weigh the pros and cons of doing everything that's downstairs or upstairs because it's such a process getting down and up the stairs. I also took a step back. And maybe this is mental illness, but I started to think about death. Spraining my ankle, thinking about death generally, like 2 years ago now, got into a car accident, it's pretty bad. But all of these things make me think of how close we are to death at all times. We're so close. You could have a brain aneurysm and die right now. I know, what a great way to start the year. But unironically it is though. I don't say this to be motivational. I'm not really the give you a motivational speech type of guy. But I say that as in like, and maybe you feel this way too with the new year having just come around. When you think about death, these are the days of our lives. There is no, I'll accomplish my dreams tomorrow. There is no, I'll repent tomorrow. Very rapidly, there will be less and less tomorrows until there's no tomorrow. That sucks. But that's true. One of the better ways to reflect on last year and reflect on how you're going to move forward this year, which is something that I'm hoping to have some time to do this weekend, is to really contemplate death. You see that with the church fathers a lot. They talk about pretty much keeping death always on your mind. I can't remember, may the Lord have mercy on me if I say this incorrectly. I believe it was either Elder Thaddeus or Saint Paisios who says something along the lines of, if you keep the final judgment, the judgment of God, and the idea that God is always watching on the forefront of your mind, you'll never sin. And in a very similar capacity, if you understand that your soul will be tested, essentially, when you die, and tomorrow is not promised, you could die anytime, it really makes you conscious of how you're spending your time. I had my whole life planned out, what I wanted to do with my life, and then in any cracks, miscellaneous time, I was trying to fit God in. Younger Noah would have never said this. He wouldn't have even thought that he was doing this. Or I'd be like, once I hit all of these things, then I'll go really hard on my faith and focus on God. And it's like, that misses the whole point. I'll make a video on this too, but the things you are doing in your life and the things that the Lord providentially permits you to experience, like me spraining my ankle, are the things that are supposed to be used for you to grow spiritually. That's my little reflection for you for the beginning of this year. May the Lord have mercy on all of our souls. Glory to Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God, for he has given us another year. He has given us more time to repent. On a happier note, all I'll say is that I have things that I am passionate about and that I'm excited about and that I believe will benefit you more planned for this year. I've done a lot of talking. About what I'm going to do and I haven't done it. So I'm not gonna do that. Not how I'm gonna start the year. I'm excited and I'm grateful to God and I pray that we all grow this year. Glory to Jesus. Thank you for watching. Make it a great year.